All right, man. Season 6, episode 54. Drop bombs. Who was Q?
We're at it again.
Hey, we still going crazy, man.
We're at it
2023, man. Shout out to LilCoach for being in the building right now. That's crazy, man. Naptown royalty. Like, we not playing with y'all.
Just for keeping score royalties after legends. You're a legend. Then you're royalty. It's a step up. It's a step up after a legend.
Right now, man. Hey, man, shout out to Quality Control Music. Round of applause for QC.
Big QC.
QC in the building. Yeah. Also, man, shout out to Top View, man. Sam helped put this together, man.
Shout out to Sam.
Shout out to Sam.
Going crazy.
Sam be on the episodes at this point.
Sam
fuck with us. Sam fuck with us.
Sam seen us live.
Sam fuck with us.
Yeah, he
big.
big.
Like, yeah, I'm plotting no more.
He big in the
No,
cut.
we actually back this week, ain't we? Taylor?
Look,
yeah.
Sam said, fuck with us, man.
Maybe.
I think so.
He said,
for the most part, yeah.
Nah, man, but shout out to LilCoach for being here, man. Can you please tell everybody they can find you? Where they can find you? On social media?
Instagram, LilCoach TMBTC. So LilCoach TMBTC on Instagram, all social media.
Let's do it, man. Run
Get
that
there
up.
quick. Follow. Stop playing.
We start off every pregame podcast episode with the pregame podcast pop quiz. We'll ask you just a flurry of questions, man. Do your best to answer.
Very fun questions.
I'm going to go first.
It's going to be great.
So, obviously, you're a photographer, shoot. You have shot famous rappers, famous people, bad bitches, all that.
Not bad bitches.
Excuse me. Beautiful women.
Beautiful women.
Wow.
No disrespect.
Don't
Respect my catalog.
No disrespect. Beautiful women. Who is someone who your camera has not graced who you would like to?
Ooh.
Jay.
Oh, ooh, crazy.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
I messed that up.
What? Oh.
Are you allowed to tell that story?
I froze up. So Yachty had a show. Yeah, it was like a little festival at the Barclays, and we was backstage, and as we was walking, it was actually two moments. We was walking to the stage, and my pops was walking. Jay came out of nowhere, just
appeared.
Came out of nowhere.
Magic.
He turned, dapped him up. He turned to me. He's like, "This is my son," and I had my camera on me.
Got the oop.
I had to. He shook my hand.
Wow.
And then when I drew back, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Damn.
Should I
Made you
do
want to
this?
check your credit score as soon as you saw him.
Then the second time, the Made in America Festival, Yachty performed. Chance was on stage, and we basically were in like this little box in the middle, and in front of Yachty tapped me. He was like, "Man, where's all these it was like Secret Service people and stuff like that." To the left, it was Sasha and Malia Obama.
Oh, wow. We're official.
Right to the left was Rihanna, and then in front of us was J and B. And out of nowhere, I had my camera in, and he was talking to my pops, and I could have took a pic then, and I froze up.
Damn.
Did you just feel like it wasn't the time to do that, or you didn't want to front your move too soon?
It wasn't the time to do that. And then at that, it's like Jay is a mysterious man because he talked to my pops and turned around and turned back around again. He gave him a bottle of Ace of Spades and came out of nowhere.
He just put an ace of spades.
He's a magician.
Magician, man.
He's a magician.
But you know what? I
That's
think
crazy.
that speaks to just a level of professionalism you have to have in big circles. Could have easily been thirsty. I'm about to get a picture, bro.
Nah, timing is everything.
Not right now, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want to get that. You don't want to not right now, bro.
Yeah, timing is everything, especially with photography, because most people don't like a camera in their face.
No. Right. What you doing with that picture? What we on this?
I've seen a lot of photographers get chewed out by these artists and stuff like that. You got to learn how to move and stuff. It'd be so quick for those clout chasing photographers that want to be quick to take a photo and want to put the camera. Like, you got to know and how to maneuver through those type of situations.
And I imagine a guy like Jay might say, "Hey, grab a picture. You got your camera right there. Why don't you grab one real quick?"
I'm gonna let him initiate before I say.
Yeah.
And to me, that says when it does happen, the pic's gonna be even crazier than you ever would have thought.
It's crazy. I mean, I've touched a lot. Like, Jay would be the one I want to photograph. But other than that, like, I've really touched. Well, I wouldn't say touched, but photographed a lot of.
I've got pictures.
I've got
that
pictures.
they were okay
I didn't
with.
touch nobody.
That's a good question. And we got a
Because
great
last
story
thing you
after
want is
this.
Jay smack your camera out your hand. That's
Man.
terrible.
He's not,
man.
and the crazy thing is, it probably wouldn't be him to be the one to do the smacking. It's going to
be a mysterious nigga come from the left.
Security dudes.
It'll be a little white kid. You just delete the last nigga you expect, 14-year-old security guard. Uppercut your ass.
Yeah, I'm with Jay.
It's crazy.
I'll go. Very random. Favorite shoe ever.
You got some G Fazos on right now.
I'm a big Air Force One guy. I'm a big Air Force One guy. Jordan 1 highs, not the mids, not the lows.
Explain the disdain.
Yes, please.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I come from a place of just wanting to understand. I don't wear them. I just feel like niggas give them a hard time for no reason.
There's no explanation behind it. You should not wear lows and mid ones.
But niggas wear lows.
I think the lows are better than the mids.
Lows are creeping in the conversation.
They cool.
Mids are unacceptable.
There's been some fire lows.
I don't give a fuck.
See, like the Travis lows and stuff like that.
That's what helps them get in the conversation, though.
Are acceptable.
I think the black toe lows are fire, though.
Nah.
But see, that's what's dangerous, coach. It's when the Travis Scott one comes out, people go, so I can wear lows now? Because y'all wore the Travis Scott low, and now I can't justify not wearing a low.
So
ain't no Travis Scott mid.
It
ain't happening.
And it'll be okay.
He's not gonna do
I'm
that.
not mad at the low. I'm nothing on the mid.
So I say Air Force Ones, lows and mids, Air Force Ones.
What's your
Jordan 11s, Jordan 1 highs. I've been into the New Balances 550s lately, and the 2002s. It's a lot.
And on the same tier, is there a shoe that's gotten away from you? You're a shoe guy. Is there a shoe that just, I could have got it, I didn't. I need that one. A lot of people say the Galaxy Foam, you might have it. If you do, I'm leaving.
You said what?
The Galaxy Foam, you have that by chance?
I was pissed off. I missed out on that.
Okay, so yes, I'm just making sure. I've never been a nigga with them.
I happened to be visiting my mother at the time those came out, and I had a plug.
He was here.
I was that when they dropped at Castleton, I had a plug that was supposed to get them for me. They
never trust the plug.
Well,
Wow.
that was the day that the sneaker game died. I was working at Greenwood Park Mall, and there was 300 people trying to get a size run of Galaxy Foams and
The resellers, man.
All-Star LeBrons and All-Star Kobe's. 300 people trying to get less than 60
The original
shoes.
reseller.
Crazy.
And then at that,
That they already given away.
I wear a size 13, so it's only one pair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only
That's
one.
it.
One shot.
That's
Damn.
a toughie.
For sure.
Plug played you.
How many times you wear
Plug took a bribe.
your forces all whites? How many times before you get a new one? Be honest.
I know one time. It's goddamn coach. Don't making it hard out here.
Some all white. So these are all whites with gum bottoms.
Yeah.
They are gun bombs. Like me a good gun bomb.
These are the real leathers. These ain't the one. These ain't these are the premium ones. So the leather on them are different. But the ones that you get some all whites, I probably wear them like 3 times.
That's fair.
Better than one.
I respect that. It's way better than saying
For
one.
sure.
I respect 3.
See, niggas be tripping, talking about, I'm wear them one time and flip them. Brad, they done wore them probably about 4 or 5 times.
Fair enough. Cool.
I'm
Now, just
Fine.
where do you get the
Captain.
premium one? Of you know, is that where's that on sale at?
They drop them. They drop them in
They
the
be
store.
around.
They
They out there,
corporate.
man.
They got
You
those
can tell- You can tell by the toe tag on the shoe, the Air Force One toe tag. These are all the regular ones got silver. These got either gold or they all white.
Gotcha.
There you go. We learning today, man.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, man. All right. Favorite city of all time and why? Where we going? If you had to pick right now, where we
I'm
going?
gonna do 3.
All right.
Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Wow.
Sydney, Australia. Auckland, New Zealand.
I'm not gonna say you miss somewhere.
Wow.
He's
Wow.
trying
Well traveled. Yeah.
hours.
For sure. That's
Hours
where they
and
film Game
hours.
of Thrones.
You gotta lay down on the planes.
I would say I have a lot of cities. Like Switzerland and like Paris and stuff like that.
Wow, he's
Like,
traveling.
Damn.
the globe.
but like stateside, I love LA. I love out west. I love LA. I love New York, of course.
I've been there.
Houston.
I have been there. It's time.
I've been to LA too. I got
Houston, a
2.
damn good time.
Houston is a vibe, but my number one city, like no bullshit, you wouldn't even think, is New Orleans.
Really?
Sleep
I wanna
With
go.
the food on a different level.
The food is on a different level, but
New Orleans is cool. It's
New
cool to be
Orleans-
there.
New Orleans to me is its own country. It's New Orleans in the USA.
Really? I gotta get down.
Holly Grove was his last statement.
Man.
I gotta get down there.
I got, man, New Orleans, it's tight, man. I just feel like I love when you go places like, I know this food gonna be good. I know.
That's a good
Ain't
start to
nobody
the
serve
trip.
bad food down here in New Orleans. That's what's up, though, man. Round of applause, LilCoach, for being in the building.
He
Man,
like
shit, my bad.
You
Go
mind
ahead,
if I
dude.
go?
My fault.
All right,
Go
so
ahead.
I need you to make me a banger real quick. The people you shot before, I need somebody on the hook, verse, and producer.
That I shot.
Mm-hmm.
You said verse, hook, and producer.
Yep.
Producer, Metro. On the hook. Ooh, this is hard. I'm gonna have to go to my phone.
No, it's
He doing research.
That's good.
They don't
Hold
want to
on,
misspeak.
Hold on. Producer, Metro. For sure, Metro.
Show Metro.
On the hook. Ooh, I'm going through my shit now. Hold on.
The IG's extensive.
What's the verse? What's the how long?
Nowadays, shit, song's 2 minutes now. So give me just
16?
one. Yeah, give me a 16. Nothing crazy.
And if you're a rapper, you should be able to do a 16.
Nowadays, you would hope, but you never know.
On the producer, Metro. I gotta let my on the hook. I gotta let my pastor talk. Future.
I fuck with that.
You need a sermon on
As
the hook.
he should.
Let the congregation say amen.
He about to get a
amen,
Grammy. He about to get a Grammy, ain't he?
Huh?
About to get a Grammy.
Possibly so. Producer Metro on the hook, Future. On the verse, 16. No bullshit. Got to pay homage to my late brother. Takeoff.
That's a fire
Wow.
track.
That's fire, man.
Probably be crazy.
That'll work. My bad. I was
That's an
premature,
anthem.
man. Hey, man.
That's
Round
an
of applause, LilCoach KB in the building, man. Let's go, man. LilCoach
Fun to hear.
from QC. We having a good
Did
time.
a good
already.
job with the
Learn
pop
a lot.
quiz.
Oh yeah, let my nigga
Pop
Diddy.
quiz was fired,
My
man.
nigga Diddy EP it too. I saw you got the Diddy photos too.
Yeah.
For sure. Indeed. Crazy. Yeah, let's get into it, though, man. I just want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, just, I know QC is a long time coming, man. I know things really started getting shaken in 2013. I just want you to give us your perspective on that, like QC's moment where it was like, okay, we're on a different level now. And what role did you play in the coming of QC?
Played a lot of roles. It's crazy to break it down like that. I'm really gonna give you guys a sauce. really,
Let's go.
Really
We
gonna
need
let let you in on a lot of things. Well, I've been shooting since 2007. I started my photography company March 2014, but between 2007, I dropped out of college. May 2010.
Okay.
Damn, that was
So,
damn
no, May 2009. May 2009, my sophomore year.
Shout out to dropouts, man.
Where were you at the time?
I was in Atlanta. I went to Clark. So
Okay.
I graduated from Pike High School, Indianapolis, here out west, northwest. I moved down to Atlanta 07. I went to Clark for mass media and film. Went there for 2 years and dropped out. School's not for everybody.
That's real. No, that's real.
Right, it's really not for everybody. And then with me, I went for mass media and film, and I'm a tinkerer, so I want to be in the field. I really want to move around and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's besides the fact. Working warehouse jobs, just hustling, trying to get some money, this, that, and the third. Late 2012. Actually, this year would be the 10-year anniversary for QC, March 2023. It started March 2013. I remember my pops. I was riding the car with my pops, 2013. He was like, man, I got this group. I was like, who? He was like, man, he played the song. It was Bando. He's like, he played Bando. I was like, man, I said, bro, this is a different type of song. He said, man, they going to go. He said, watch, they going to go. He said, we about to get Drake on a remix of Versace. And he played me the Versace song.
Wow.
And it went.
Yeah.
Salute to your pops for having the vision.
This nigga said, spoiler alert, it worked.
So when I met the boys, I don't call them amigos. I call them my brother. Like, they're my brothers. Like, for real, my brothers. I love them to death. I met them. It's crazy because I was the driver in the whole situation when we was on like the Chitlin circuit and stuff like that, going to these little countries.
Y'all was in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Running it up.
Bible Belt.
He said worse than that. Okay.
He said Jackson would have been nice.
Dirt roads.
Biloxi.
Oh, wow. we was in all them. I done seen some shit.
Keep running Mississippi.
Them little country hick towns.
Yeah, man.
Drinking
Shout out
brown
to
water
them though
for a while.
because they really put on for a lot of artists nowadays, as far as like their growth and everything like that. But as far as like the early part of my role, like I really was the driver. I was driving and just handling things with, on the side with the manager and stuff like that, and report to my pops and shit like that. And then when I started my company, I started my photography company, The Man Behind the Camera Photography, March 2014. That's when I picked up a camera, and I started basically went from driving to being on the road with them, just taking photos, documenting everything and stuff like that.
Content.
Yeah, just creating content. I have loads and loads of hard drives full of content.
Sure, some shit we never seen.
Oh, never seen. And
you down there got the Genius, like the Kanye version for the Migos.
Not for whole QC, for whole quality control music. Like, and the crazy thing is, I've yet to do an art gallery.
Wow.
Like, I'm working on that. I'm about to do my first ever art gallery art show ever. The first one's going to be in Atlanta. The second one I'm bringing here.
Let's go.
And then I'm going to travel around the country.
Hey, man, round of applause for LilCoach on that, man. Congratulations.
But
that sounds fire.
But going into 2014, picked up the camera, shot them, was documenting them 2015. Then they signed Yachty 2016. I toured with Yachty from 2016 to 2019. Then I went on the road with Trippy, and then just been doing it ever since. Like,
wow.
Shout out Trippy Red.
But 3 years ago, August 2020, the year of the pandemic, that's when they signed me on as being like the director of content for the label and stuff like that. So.
That's phenomenal, man.
The big boy job.
I usually ask this question later on in the interview, but I just want what's one takeaway from that experience? Being there from the beginning and just seeing how what's possible. What's one takeaway from that experience, man? All that time on the road and learning and growing.
Patience. I really had to sit back and really take heed to everything. It was very informative too, as far as like having who my father is and stuff like that, being able to talk to him and be able to like break down certain situations and stuff like that, and really take a step back out my body and just look at the whole situation at hand. It's just, you got to be patient. Like, you can't. It's not overnight. It's really not.
You're talking
overnight.
about a decade.
Yeah, it's 10 years, and it seemed like 20, but at the same time, it's like, it's patience. Like, you can't sit back and think that something that successful is going to happen overnight and really going to, you go to sleep, you wake up, you're like, man, I'm here. No, it does not do that. Like, I've really seen the growth, the ups, the super downs, the super ups, the plateaus, all that stuff like that. Like, success is not overnight. It really isn't at all.
That's real, man.
That's interesting, because you probably even saw when you mentioned the Drake feature on the Versace. You were probably there when they didn't get the video either, though. It kind of got hit.
The crazy thing is, I wasn't. They recorded that in L.A. I was in Atlanta. I had to do something. I was in Atlanta, and they went to L.A. and they recorded. They recorded the video, and he sent the verse back a little bit after they recorded the video, because he was supposed to be a part of the video.
Right. I remember that was a big thing where he wouldn't do the video with him, but he did the verse though.
That's nuts, man. Man, it's crazy. A lot of people out here grinding, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure it out, trying to make the dreams come true. Can you reflect on a moment when you was like, man, this is kind of tough? Like, I don't know, you got one of them stories where like, ooh, yeah. I don't know.
My last job I was working at Chipotle, 2000 and
God bless you.
Thank you. 2000. My last job, no bullshit, and I thank the Lord every day for it, like, to be a successful entrepreneur. My last job was the end of 2012, 2013. I was working at Chipotle. I was a prep cook. I was the one in the back making all the sauces.
I was going to ask you if you were stingy with the ingredients at the counter. I was going to ask you was one of them niggas. But
was you making fajita?
Huh?
Was you making the fajita vegetables?
Yeah.
Because they don't do that shit no more.
I was in the back.
He was mixing the vinaigrette up.
I was literally in the back making the vinaigrette, sauteing the chicken and the steak,
Guac duty,
cutting up the vegetables, cutting up the onions, making the guac, all that. I was the prep cook in the back. So it's like that was
they didn't even put your picture on the wall.
You was the savior. Niggas like the nigga in the back.
Chipotle Hall of Fame, man.
The line worker. We don't like that nigga.
You
Like
brought Chipotle and nap today. He the thing is empty.
I don't have no smoke for you since you
no
said you work in the back.
Yeah,
them
so-
niggas at the counter, they be like, it's like they grew them chickens, and they paid for them chickens, and they can't get no extra chicken. Like
they were
nigga,
stingy, and then I don't want to talk too much about Chipotle.
I'm sure you don't eat it no more because you work there.
And it's crazy though because I've literally people are like, man, we go to Chipotle. I said, man, it's so wild. This is so crazy. I'm gonna get back to your question. From the stint that I was working at Chipotle, I literally have had every combination that you can have.
He's had some shit we've never seen.
I've had it all,
You had
nigga.
that TikTok shit before. I had that.
Before TikTok. Like,
That Philly cheesesteak quesadilla, he had that
Niggas was making
6-7
quesadillas
years
a long
ago.
time ago.
After no bullshit. After I got fired, a new manager came in and she wiped out everybody, the whole staff,
Clean house.
and basically hired her own people. Literally, after I got fired, no bullshit. Every time I eat Chipotle till this day, every time I eat it, I gotta go to the bathroom 45 minutes after.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's
Yeah,
not
work
the
somewhere
it's
to
not
fuck
the
shit up for you.
it's not the same. And I don't know if it was bad energy, but every time I eat Chipotle, I guess bad energy follows me every single time.
I'm not gonna allow you to ruin it for me. I'm gonna still eat that shit.
Yeah, it's so fire.
But I got fired from there, and I had my camera, and everybody was just like it's so crazy because on my Instagram, 4 or 5 Instagrams ago, I kept getting erased and shut down and stuff like that. I would basically prop my phone up and take photos of just like certain things, and people like, bro, you need to pick your camera up. You need to pick your camera back up. You need to pick your camera back up. I had somebody invest into me to buy a camera for me because I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it at the time, and I was just basically just running around just taking pictures, this, that, and the third. This is before quality control. Like that, around that time, that's when I was really just in my head a lot. Just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, really, what am I gonna do as far as like trying to take this to the next level? I have this camera here, but what can what can I, produce to really start catching people's eyes and stuff like that, man? I started hustling and bustling, doing $50 photo shoots, $75 photo shoots, $150 on the spot
Niggas don't believe in them no more.
video shoots, all that stuff like that. Really got it out the mud. My homie Cam Kirk, he's down there. He's in Atlanta now. He has a studio down there in Cam Kirk Studios. That'll be my brother for life because he put me on to a lot of projects with him to really shoot and to really get a lot of money as far as like working with brands and stuff like that.
Shout out to Cam Kirk.
Do you have a special photo shoot or a special moment when you had the camera you was like, okay, yeah, I'm here now. All that hard work before, it's definitely paying off with this shoot?
To be honest with you, all of them.
I'm with it.
I'm sure they're all special. I mean,
Everything is special.
I'm with it.
It's my work. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. So it's not like I can narrow it down to one or top 3 or top 10, top 50. Like every moment has been special to me as far as like using my camera. Like I love it.
that's
Like I get when I pick my camera, I get a certain type of high. I get lost.
yeah.
And people that know me, like they know, like when I work, like I'm not here. Like
It's
that's
an out-of-body
It's
experience.
an out-of-body experience. Like
Are you past like doing like
This nigga's
master
not doing
lab
photo
maternity
shoots,
shoots
bro, so-
or wedding
no,
shoots?
shoot anything.
Oh, okay. People can book you. They just gotta pay the ticket.
Yeah, just pay ticket.
Okay.
Yeah. I charge what I charge.
You gotta pay the ticket.
I come to your wedding. I'll be there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Can't imagine what the
I'm
invoice
not
is.
turning down anything because people. It's so wild because people see my Instagram. They're like, they get afraid to contact me because they be like, "Oh, he's too much." How do you know you haven't reached out to me?
That's fair.
That's real.
Yeah, you shoot Lil Baby this week. You shoot Gerald next week.
And it's not like
Lil Baby 1 week, yo baby.
I'm sure the DMs are going crazy though.
It's
Like
not.
with all different types of people.
Nah, you know what? Though,
Different energy.
As a consumer, if I get on your page and I did, hey, look at Diddy. I can't afford this nigga. I psych myself out immediately.
But the crazy thing is, people don't know. My mother always says this. Say this to me. You won't know until you ask.
That's facts. Right. That's facts.
You either gonna
get true.
You either gonna get a yes or a no. Yep. And with me, it's never a no, because at the same time, I have my hourly rate. Yep. I have my daily rate. I have a price that I do for certain, photo shoots, video shoots, and then at that, I don't shoot videos. I'm more of a documentarian when it comes to video. Mm-hmm. So I have my certain prices with that. I'm never gonna tell a customer no.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you how much.
I'm gonna tell you how much. And then I'm gonna let you know how much. If they come back to me, I'm like, "Yo, I'll work with you."
Yeah,
let me know your budget.
That's part of being an entrepreneur too. Yeah, I mean these days, especially, I have to be able to at least try to work with you.
Then my pops always told me, and he's instilled it into my mind forever: never leave money on the table.
Facts.
It don't matter how much it is. Don't underball yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't lowball yourself. Or whatever, but don't leave money on the table. Never leave money on the table.
I'm not a camera guy, but I know some people that are. What's your camera of choice as far as model goes? What you carrying around these days?
So right now, I have a Canon ESR R5. I have a 24 to 70 millimeter prime on that. 1 point, I think it's a 1.2 or 1.8. I have a 70 to 200 prime. 2.28 on that. Then I have a Fuji 50 GFX S2 digital medium format. I have a 63 millimeter on that. Then that's for my medium format is basically pop and shoot portraits. My ESR R5 is my running gun. Then for my video, I have a Black Magic.
It's like stick talk.
Yeah,
literally.
I have a
like you got a gun safe.
Yep.
Cantonese. He's speaking Chinese right now. I don't know.
I have a Black Magic G2 6K camera, and shout out to Robert's Camera in Indianapolis, Indiana, out here. That's where I got that from. Every time I'm in the city, I always go there.
Shout out to Roberts.
Shout out to Roberts.
Hey, it's the photographer listening right now going, God damn!
He got that shit.
You hear how the shit he said? He got that switch on
He
it.
definitely got switch on it.
That's the nigga listening going, mother shit. You hear all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Making the
crazy.
stank face.
Because I almost did it. I ain't got no camera. Like,
$10,000
damn,
worth of camera
that
in that
nigga
bag.
spitting.
Got 10,000 bricks in that bag right there. This bag right here.
Hey,
That's crazy.
What's your thoughts on just content these days, Coach? Like as far as I just feel like it's got to be instant. You got to easily be gratified by it. We find ourselves trying to make these reels every single day, and it's like, dang, which one's gonna go? As the director of content over at QC, like, what is your overall thought process on it now?
As far as like,
You got to post every day. You got to be in the bag every day. What's your thoughts on it?
crazy thing is, no. I've learned the algorithm as far as like the photography work. Like I might post. Let me see. I'll tell you right now.
I'm sick of the nigga algorithm, bro. You fucking shit up.
Yeah, I hate the algorithm. So
Algorithm got too much power in America.
He was fucking with us for like a week.
He was.
I post. No lie. I might post like every other month or like 2 times a month. I posted a picture October 18th. Cause like if I post a picture October 18th, then the next picture I posted was November 12th. Then the next picture I posted was January 4th. Then the next January 4th. So I'll probably post. I really don't, to be honest with you, no bullshit. If I wasn't a photographer, I would not have Instagram or social media.
Wow.
Really?
Like I don't like social media.
Like at all? You don't like the benefits
It
of it?
had no benefits for you?
It has. All right,
just making sure we understand what's going on here.
No. As a photographer, it has unlimited benefits. It has unlimited benefits. But if I wasn't a photographer, I wouldn't want to be on social media.
You'd unplug from the world.
Yeah, it's too much. I'm sorry to veer away from the question, but it's too much. people get lost in the facade. Like people really live.
Oh yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
It's the Sims for sure.
They cannot separate social media from real life.
I would say.
But you telling me after the tour stop, you giving girls your phone number and not your Instagram if you don't have Instagram?
One thing about it,
Instagram's it's a nice thing to have, I would imagine.
Because I from what I see is that with
don't call me now. Hit me in the DM.
Ain't no way you giving the 7
not about
out.
to call
It's
me.
easy. Ain't no way.
what I see is like your father being Coach K. He probably said, and tell me if I'm wrong. He probably said, "Yeah, you can be a part of this, but you got to do something." There are people who build these companies and these conglomerates where their children don't have to work. I feel like you got to work. Which
you already hinted at it. You told us you had to have somebody help you get a camera.
I'm gonna say this. Him being my father, I love him to death. But at the same time, he gonna make me work.
Yeah. It's some of these
I have to work.
kids that don't have to work.
No.
It's gonna make you better in the long
One
run.
thing about it, it's a lot of kids out there. I'm not gonna say no names. It's a lot of kids out there that don't have to work. That get that shit spoon fed to them.
Right.
Me, I have to work.
It makes it better for you.
Oh, it makes it's an amazing experience.
It's way more
because,
authentic.
Yes, I want to work for it. Like I really want to show what I'm about and where I can go and how I can take the tools that I have to really take me to the next level.
If you're doing your own thing, you can't get a little Romeo. That's your money.
We're not gonna speak.
That's my shoot, Dad. I shot them pictures.
Shout out to your pops.
First of all, Lil Romeo rapped them raps.
As you told your story about working Chipotle, clearly you were at a point where I'm in my head. I'm dropped out of school, and at no point did you mention I'm gonna go ahead and call pops. It was what the fuck am I gonna do? Somebody helped you get a camera. Like clearly he was like, hey. You said you want this shit. You better go get it because I'm not getting you out of this.
You gotta go.
You asked for this, so that's you kind of can hear that in the story there. Like you definitely had to get it out the mud.
You gotta go get it.
You have to live in the mud, but you gotta get it out the mud. You gotta pick that shit up.
Pick into the mud.
Yeah, get in there.
Don't get too dirty.
You gotta get dirty. You can't. You can't walk through life clean. If you really want to get that shit and you really want to elevate,
You gotta be in the mud.
you gotta roll. You gotta roll around in that shit, man. You can't think that shit is gonna get handed to you on a silver platter. It's not a perfect life. Like people don't have perfect lives out here, for real.
Has it always been content for you? You mentioned bumping your head a little bit earlier. Like, have you tried to play A&R? Say, possibly got this artist and really fucking with him.
I've played manager. I've played manager. 2019, 2020. God rest my brother, Lil Marlo. I was managing Marlo up under the label. He ended up getting killed. And lately I try to manage an artist, and I don't want to speak too much into that. Got crossed out of the situation and stuff like that. But
it happens. I got crossed out of the situation at work today too.
Yeah.
Got a little bro.
It happens, but it is what it is. But I try to play that, try to every son try to follow their father's footsteps.
Naturally.
Yeah,
that's Superman.
Some way or form. So seeing how he came from, like, I'm 34. My pop's been in the industry for a very, very long time. Like, I've been around this industry. I've been around in this industry since I was 11 years old. And when I was 11, 12 years old, that's when my father was managing Jeezy. He discovered Jeezy, took him to the next level and stuff like that.
Wow, thank you.
You gonna be in BMF? Who? It's gonna be a nigga playing you.
Yo, that's me. I emerged from the crack smoke.
He was still gonna be there though.
Shout out to Jeezy, man.
We worried about who they gonna have play Jeezy. We don't know yet.
He'd be the coach.
Yeah, for sure.
He'd be the coach nigga at the South if the Carter 2 never dropped. But
we get it.
It's just looking up to him. Like I wanted to follow his footsteps as far as like management and A&R and doing this and stuff like that. But he tells me all the time, do what you love. Like,
right.
He's told me, like, you don't have to do this management and stuff like that or whatever. Like, do what you love. You are an artist at the same time. You're an artist at the end of the day. You're a very good photographer. Like, you have an amazing eye. You know how to, shoot and pick apart a lot of things. So I can go on and on about that.
Where's the unreleased 16 from you at? Who got that?
What?
You been in
The
the
verse.
studio?
Nah, I ain't.
You ain't dropped no
You ain't
verses.
never rapped in your life.
I did some shit, but I ain't did
I'm gonna
that.
settle this one time, and no one asked me about this shit ever again. I will never rap.
Wow.
Okay.
You know what you know.
I've never
That's
thought-
future speak though.
I've
What
never-
about behind you?
Huh?
That's future speak you just did right there.
No,
What about behind
I've
you?
never.
Okay.
Nothing.
I never. No.
You,
People ask me all the time. Your pops, Coach K, this, that, and the third. Have you ever rapped? Have you ever did this?
Have you-
I've never laid a verse, a hook.
Have you pinned
An
anyone's
ad lib?
bars?
Nothing.
Have you pinned anyone's bars?
I've never penned no bars. I used to.
Gave
It's,
an idea or two?
it's crazy though because I used to write poetry back in the day, just like you
okay.
used to write. But at the same time, I've never gotten to the booth or, yo, I got this 16 for you, bro. Do this shit.
And you know what though? But it's
Try
such,
this one, bro. That's gonna kill him.
it's such a fun
We gonna
question.
fuck him up with this.
Especially knowing you was driving, you and the boys, your brothers driving around.
Nah, bro, you should
It's
say-
not crazy to think. I've been in the studio one time. Fuck it, like that's a Thursday night. People naturally, I'm gonna think, dang, how you hop in this booth just once, just see what you was on.
Never.
That's crazy.
Can,
It's
I feel you.
We imagine it though. That's weird. I just immediately think.
It's
I'm
ne-
sure they had
ne-
him on some. We was drunk one night type shit, but
No, I wouldn't even. If we was drunk one night, they were like, "Bruh, spit one." No.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the energy
Y'all
for
not
sure.
hitting me.
Nah, bruh.
Not tonight. So, and I kind of want to speak on this, and if you don't want to talk about this, that's fine. So, obviously, you call them the boys. There's been a tragedy in the past few months. What does that look like going forward with them? Like, is there a future, or is that like, I don't know. It's been a lot over the past year, considering them, the Migos. Like, what does the future look like?
Respectfully, I don't want to
okay.
speak on that.
Fair.
Because
I respect that.
that whole situation, not even with the Migos, just him passing is just
Yeah, it's tough on everybody.
especially you. Tough is an understatement. Like that really is like a hard subject to even speak on. Like for real. Like
Respect.
that's nothing. Nah, I can't.
Okay.
That's fair. I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? I know you mentioned not being a fan of social media, but I feel like for any artist coming up, gotta be able to use social media as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Especially with your content creation. What advice do you give somebody who's out here young, trying to get it? How should they go about their content? You know what I'm saying? And as someone who sits on, on a powerful platform with QC, what are you looking for an artist who's like, you know what, your content, man, I'm director of content, man, that's not up to par.
That's kind of mid there, brother.
What type of artist?
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna say let's go R&B. Why not? If you're an R&B artist,
far fetched.
But we damn need the QC R&B nigga. Where he at?
Nobody ain't no R&B artist on QC at all.
he said that's damn near far-fetched. I ain't gonna hold you.
That is very far, and we do not have an R&B.
That's crazy.
A male R&B artist.
Yeah. Hope he's a big nigga. Fuck it.
We really don't.
He said
Put that
QC
on
need to
your
sign
calendar.
Ruben Studdard.
Put that on your notes. Get you a
Sign
big
Ruben
nigga. Get you a fat nigga on there singing them songs.
Ruben covering songs these days.
Yeah.
But a
QC,
R&B,
quarter pounder with cheese.
Rod Wave big. He's very.
let's go easy.
Rod Wave.
I ain't want to say because I know everybody's gonna do
Rod Wave's a fat nigga. He's a very big artist in the world today.
I mean, it can be rappers, it can be photographers, it can be videographers. Anybody's an artist as far as like producing something like that. Yeah. But as far as like content wise,
and athletes too. Y'all ain't the athletes too.
Y'all
huh?
are athletes. That's crazy. That's true.
but athletes, they have their own world. That's another
Yeah.
thing. That they don't even run. Some of them don't even run their own Instagrams. One, stay consistent. Two, stay relatable as far as like putting out the proper content that people want to see nowadays. Three, before it was a thing, don't give a damn about the algorithm nowadays.
Yeah, it's over.
Because it's like my Instagram is warped. Like I have a certain demographic that I, present my stuff to, but at the same time it might go from here, it might go there. But at the same time, like myself personally, ever since that this algorithm thing came into play, I really don't care about likes. I really just want people to see my art.
Right.
For real, at the end of the day. And like I say, like 3, like don't give a damn about the algorithm. Whatever you got going on as far as like photos, videos, producing, songwriting, coming out with songs, anything like that, just be worried about coming out with what the people want to see and presenting that to the world to see. Because at the end of the day, if you get caught up in the likes, you're not. The likes is not making you no money. Followers is not making you no money.
Nah, shit.
Like for real, at the end of the day, don't get caught up in the likes. Don't get caught up of people this, that, and the third. As long as people see it and they see that you're consistent with it, it's always going to be a go. At the end of the day,
that's fire, man. That's a gym.
Right.
Anybody listening got something going on? That's a gym right there.
Yeah.
Appreciate that for sure.
How do you feel about? Are you in the position now where you may be taking someone under your wing?
Yes, it's crazy because we have Quality Control Music, we have QC Sports, and we have Quality Films. And I'm a part of the Quality Films division under the label. As far as like content wise and filming and stuff like that, I'm in the process of trying to build a team and have people up under me as far as like editors, producers, filmers.
Applications open.
So yeah, definitely applications are open. And at the end of the day, it's like my end goal, I want to be a director.
Right.
So I want to be a director of films, and I want to be a director of as far as because I love to document things. Like, I'm like I said earlier, I'm a documentarian. So like with films and documentaries, like those are my go-to as far as like what I like to do on video. And so to be honest with you, moving forward, I really want to start building my team together to see where things can go and stuff like that, because I have a lot of ideas.
That's interesting. When you hear record label, you hear a movie, you think about like I got the hookup or something like that. But you trying to do something way bigger.
Steven Spielberg. I'm trying to take it to the next level.
And you think about it, it's like sports. You have 30 for 30. I want to call the 30 for 30 for the music industry behind the music
back in the day.
I don't really know if there's something current that's like the same type of shit, and you damn near could be next up with that. Like
it's nothing that's telling.
Like we about to document the hit. I feel like we see a lot of growing up. I'm 32. I'll be 33 in a month and a half. We see these record labels coming up. We see, for me, it was Cash Money. Mm-hmm. I was growing up at the end of No Limit.
Cash Money and No Limit.
It was for real for me. It was Cash Money, and then damn near Good Music. Mm-hmm. Crazy, Young Money, and I feel like as far as like the legacy of hip hop and this culture that we've built, QC
the teams
is one of them ones.
Like a decade in.
QC is like one of them ones that has made this legacy as far as their impact and everything. Independent, crazy. From the Coach K is from.
He said so.
Coach
we're
K,
doing all right for ourselves.
Coach K is from that.
42nd in Carrollton.
Where I was born. I went to and one thing I seen when your shout out to Coach K. I know her as Sister Wells. I seen when he posted when she passed. His grandmother.
My grandmother.
Your grandmother.
My grandma. Yeah.
So I knew her growing up. You know,
you went to church.
I went to Greater St. Mark. She knew my grandmother, and so it's like to me that shit means like a lot more than the other shit.
It's like being from New Orleans.
It's like real life shit to me to see people from where I'm from make it. And come up like
that was the rock of the family too.
Yeah. It's a wonderful woman. She was always nice to me. Always showed me love when I was coming up.
How do you? So for documentaries, like obviously it's a culmination of a lot of things. When do you know it's time, and then how do you balance like not taking too much time to get to? Like you mentioned, QC's a decade in. 10's a nice round number. It would be a nice time to kind of do a documentary on it, but you know there's so much more to come. So like, how do you keep playing that waiting game of when do you pull that trigger?
I'm not working on it right now.
Oh. All right then.
He probably got some
Hey,
shit.
I'll give.
Shit.
When it come out,
There's
know what,
plenty
though?
of.
Look, we here.
Hey, and the thing is, you got plenty of classic moments, songs, videos, whatever, and there's time to do more.
Yeah.
Who said I'm not working on it right now?
Ooh.
I had you fucked up. My bad.
Hey,
He got it on the computer.
Shout out to The Last Dance who taught us
was there
documentary can work over 20 years. You just got to drop it when it's time to drop it.
Time to drop it.
the most recent QC documentary had to be Lil Baby movie. It's fire. Were there any Little Coach moments from that?
No.
Or it's okay.
It wasn't.
Got you.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Shout out to my homie East West. He filmed a lot that was in that documentary, and they did a wonderful job.
Excellent.
Super wonderful job.
That's sorry.
And shout out to Carrollton. My people started their family on 46 in Carrollton.
Hey, shout out to the city.
Shout out to the
man.
city,
Shout out to
man.
the
Can we
city.
talk about it?
That
bro?
shit's hard,
Big
man.
shout out to the city, man. Indianapolis, Indiana, man. One of the greatest cities of all time, man. Drop bombs, man. For
Respect
real.
that
First
shit.
3 years
For
on
real,
Carrollton,
for real. All right, look, Coach, I got a question, man. You know what I'm saying? What does this is shout out to Sam for being here too, man. Round of applause for Sam. This is important.
I know it looks
Shout
like
out
he's
to
there,
Sam.
but he's not there.
Oh, my bad. Damn. Sam somewhere in the studio.
He had to go to the bathroom or
Sam
something.
closed his
Show
eyes
up.
on us. We done lost this nigga.
This is shout out to Sam for this. You know, he's got top for you going. You know what I'm saying? What does Indianapolis? What are we missing? You've been around the music industry for a long time, and maybe we're not missing anything. But I know the question comes up a lot, probably in private, whatever. But I know a lot of our listeners.
Why
are
y'all ain't
thinking,
sign
okay,
nobody from the city?
Yeah, what's going on? What
Debo
do
just got
artists
out.
here need to do? Just be real.
You know the crazy thing is, people in this city need to stop the hate.
That's a fact.
Facts.
Like that's the top priority to work on in the city. Stop the hate.
Can you explain further?
It's really no explanation
Niggas
behind
be
it.
hating.
Nah, like it's, if somebody's
These niggas
doing,
is haters
if somebody-
out
no,
here.
if
He said,
I can do
Donut,
it.
the
That
Motor Speedway.
somebody doing well is always a group be like that nigga ain't shit, bro. I'm way better than him. Win.
People
It just
down-
happens so easy.
People downplay a lot of people in the city. Like for real. They downplay a lot. They downplay each other a lot in the city. And it's not a good feeling because if I'm coming, born and raised, one thing about it, I love where I'm from. I love Indianapolis, Indiana. I would never have anybody talk bad about Indianapolis, Indiana, ever.
Thank you. I hope you fighting down for us down
Me
there.
neither.
Atlanta, man. Hope you fighting in them sessions with the artists, letting them know.
Yeah.
Like,
Hope you fighting down there for us, man.
we may be small, but at the same time, we're powerful. But at the end of the day, fucking Smo Joe comes up. He's doing whatever he's doing. He's following the right lead of whatever. He's rising. It's either going to be somebody hating on him, somebody trying to kill him, or just that's basically it. People bad-mouthing about him, or you just trying to catch somebody, catch somebody lacking. And at the same time, it's like where we come from is like you shouldn't act like that at the end of the day.
We don't have an everybody eats mentality here. If I don't eat, nobody else gonna eat. We don't have that.
He eating too much.
Yeah, that nigga, he get too many.
And even if you consider like,
Place he had.
I fuck with the Midwest heavy, and even if you consider the Midwest as a small microcosm of the black society of hip hop or whatever, all these other cities, they got them niggas. You know, St. Louis got Nelly.
Cleveland got him.
Chicago got all kind of niggas.
Detroit.
I know
Detroit got all kind of niggas. Who is the nap nigga? Why don't we have that? And it could
Can't
be
get it
because
'cause
he
it's
say
too much hate.
I know people from fucking Nebraska
They got somebody?
got somebody. Like, for real.
we gotta put one of our
That's a
niggas
tough
up.
sell.
it's
I
the-
got this nigga from
the
Omaha,
num-
my
the-
nigga. You need to hear him.
He's
The-
crazy with
The
it.
number one reason out here for a lot of downfall is hate. Like he said, he's eating a little bit too much. Man, we got to get him together.
And I seen some niggas.
Wow.
And that's
And I seen some niggas-
that's a crazy mindset to think.
And I seen some niggas that were from the city that's cold that was murdered in the streets.
For no reason.
for like if you
Over-
like
Just because-
if you like a real
Yeah.
Naptown
Over
like
a VIP
music
booth.
nigga,
He
like,
was doing too much in the VIP
if
type
you
shit.
familiar with like one of the
Nigga
coolest
thought he was
niggas
cool.
for me that ever came out the city was Lil Bango. Niggas killed Lil Bango. One of the coolest niggas I ever seen.
And I'm close. I'm very close to their family. Like I'm very close.
One of the coolest niggas I ever heard rap.
I'm very, very close to the family, and it's wild though because the hate in the city, like that shit has to stop. Like for real, like I got a lot of partners and a lot of homies that then got killed over senseless acts for no reason whatsoever.
That's
Nigga
crazy.
thought he was being funny in VIP. Like, literally, it only takes niggas swore he was cool with his bottles. Damn, you killed that nigga. Over
Just
that?
leaving the club,
What you own?
just
That's crazy.
Just
man.
ride up on a nigga and smoking for what? Just because you want a name? Because no, for what reason?
That's crazy.
And they're getting younger and younger, but that's a whole nother problem.
That's a whole
Whole nother
and
show.
it's crazy though because as we are the same age as we growing up, we respect the OGs. Whatever they told us, we stood on that. We respected what they say. The young niggas nowadays,
They don't give a fuck.
man, they smoking the OGs and they not standing on street code. That's what's going on.
Wow.
They don't believe in women and
Yeah.
children. They
Fuck
anybody can get it. It's crazy.
What a time to be alive.
I'd rather
Man.
get a positive spin here real quick, man. So All-Star games next year. What QC got planned for the city?
Just gonna have to wait.
Fair enough.
He said can't speak on that shit.
But we're gonna see you.
It's crazy because I said, man, All-Star coming out here next year. Pops, we all from out here. We gonna fuck the city.
Yeah, like it's mandatory. Well, again, not just a legend, it's royalty. But it's a standard.
please.
I have to come out.
No, it's gonna be.
I have to come here and do that.
It's crazy because the Super Bowl and All Star they draw two different crowds.
Yeah.
Super Bowl they bring the
Corporate white man.
the
Greenwood,
Yeah.
Greenwood
other
coming
si-
out.
The other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, and we saw that.
Yeah.
They let beer in the street. I said, "Oh, this white people around here. They let beer in
All
the
Star
street."
Weekend.
That's hip hop.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring the black
Them niggas
the
out.
black people. No, we not niggas, man.
Negroes, colorful.
And shout out to the NBA for knowing that. The NBA knows that.
I got a lot of names. Whatever.
Afro-American crowd.
Afro-Americans.
The NBA knows it too. Hey,
But
The
nah,
woke.
it's
coming.
But
All kind of.
All Star Weekend, it's gonna be a good time.
It is.
But it. I don't want to call it early, but it's gonna be some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
we
gonna
can't
be
help
fun,
ourselves.
though.
We can't help ourselves.
Oh,
Listen, we love our city. We know what we do, though.
gonna be crazy.
Somebody gonna fuck up around here. That's
Yeah.
the way it goes.
It's
I
gonna
hate
be-
saying it like
it's
that.
gonna
Somebody's
gonna be
fuck
police
up.
on the roofs,
Yeah.
underground,
Sniper
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's gonna be
on your
wild.
20. I mean, they
Hopefully
gonna be
everybody
on
has
that.
a
They gonna be on
good,
that.
safe
They gonna
time.
be on that.
Yeah,
Because
make
we don't know how to
good
act.
time.
I'm sorry. Listen, love us to death. We have a problem when companies show up. We act our worst. Is people coming? All right,
And the crazy
bet.
thing is, it's like,
okay.
when the Super Bowl came, they try to revamp downtown. All Star coming, they
put a sign
They
up.
get ready.
Hey y'all, All Star coming. Look at
But
this.
they trying to get 465 in order, I
yeah.
guess.
That shit's
I guess.
stupid.
But I
They
mean,
allow alcohol in the street. You try to walk out with a beer today.
I ain't gonna lie
one-
to you.
Hey,
It's
they'll
crazy.
knock you out the
It's,
street.
it's crazy because Indiana got to do better. I know it's a red state.
Big
At the
red.
big red. I know it's a red state. We don't support that.
all my niggas throw them bees up.
But for Super Bowl, the other side, no, matter of fact, two events. Super Bowl,
National championship too.
yeah. Super Bowl and the Indy 500 every year. You got the drunken
Yep.
in the city, all
Going
that stuff.
crazy.
going crazy, going crazy. When it comes to All Star Weekend, we should be able to be treated the same.
Oh, man.
That's real talk about
Well,
it.
that's
about uphill battle.
asking.
You
That's
right.
asking
You are
these
right.
Caucasian folk a lot.
I got bad news for
That's
you.
asking
No,
them a lot.
one thing about it, I know where I come from.
Okay, cool.
and
The
I know-
tear gas will be out for All Star. You better
I know
believe
how
it.
these fuck ass police be out here.
You better
man.
believe it.
Oh, they're shaping up.
big horses.
Oh, they're more than the.
Oh, man.
Clydesdale, we're not doing the
Remember
no
that spot used
studs.
to bring out the horses? Oh, God damn.
Man,
They getting the rubber bullets ready
they
right
10
now.
feet tall.
When they bringing the rubber
Right.
bullets, the
Right
the,
now.
the mace, paintball guns,
Yeah.
all that shit, man.
The
Training
pepper
day.
balls.
Training day.
Yeah, just to
Last
see you
of
niggas business.
But at
And
the
crazy.
but they can't take that away from us. Like
They can't.
let us have a good time. They really
Chicago did it.
and that's what I'm saying. And Chicago is
they are way more.
way worse.
They love
And it's
killing
so-
No
niggas in the
offense.
street.
I know you're from out there.
Respect.
And it's so wild because the gentrification in the city has grown.
It's crazy.
But at the same time, the gentrification in the city, as far as like going out nightlife, they shut down all the clubs and stuff like that. Like every time I come back, it's something getting shut down or something that's open. And
You're
it's
07 wrestler. You know the Ice Lounge.
hell yeah.
You go down on Meridian and it ain't no clubs no more.
It's no clubs.
It's crazy. We used to
Them
really,
niggas was now.
And then
Them
they not
niggas was
allowing
fucking
people.
up.
Then they
Tiki
not,
Bob's. What's
they
the
not
3-story
allowing people
boy?
in certain clubs nowadays.
Ice Lounge, Six Lounge. We had shit to do
Love.
downtown.
Yeah. We got events
nothing to do
though.
no more.
We got specialized
Ain't
events
nothing to
that
do.
is
I
fire.
know.
in the
Best
city.
believe niggas gonna find some clubs to be in.
That's not the point.
we gonna figure it
You
out.
should be able to go out on a Saturday and be like, it's gonna
And
be
then
tight here.
All-Star, they're going to build up.
Yeah, they should call it Ice Lounge just for you, just for that night.
Man, that is, man, it's private.
We got South Beach Re in the building
It's an office space
tonight.
now. You probably go in there and get the
ASG Ice
Wi-Fi.
Lounge, just for you.
Man, Ice Lounge, hey, we listen.
That'd be crazy.
We partied in that motherfucking. Ice Lounge was a good damn time.
Buddha, just for you.
Hot the mother. Boop, nigga.
Sensu.
Sensu.
Hey, shot.
was
Hey,
crazy.
Sensu on a Friday night is top 3 shit I ever been to.
Man.
He don't know nothing
Ain't
about
party
that.
like that
We
no
do.
more. You got
He don't know nothing about Sensu.
You know Sensu Lounge?
I ain't from here,
Hey,
man.
man.
So say you and Tiki, right? You walk out and you make a right. You know the club
It's
that's
called Envy now.
the club right there.
It's actually the best club in the city as far as
that was Sensu
demographic.
That was Sensu Lounge.
I've been to
Sensu
Sensu at
was
least once.
crazy.
You know how you like to wear hats?
Yes,
Sensu was so far you gonna leave the hat in the car.
we like to wear hats.
I know. And one night at Sensu they said you can't wear the hat on. I hung my hat on the thing outside because I had to go in. That's how crazy it was. Gotta go.
Sensu, it has always has been. It's the best
Fuck
club
the hat.
as far as layout.
I got to
It's
be
a
in
great
there.
layout in that club. They just want to play.
They
You
got it
would
covered.
you would leave your hat outside because it's gonna be that. Imagine you like not married with kids. You be like, oh,
who's that?
I gotta go in there.
Great VIP sections.
What year was that?
Upstairs.
I don't know what you're talking
Man,
That's crazy, man. For sure, man. Question, little coach. So, as you kind of become a lot more familiar with the world, a lot of us are not. You know, I'm definitely not global.
This nigga said Onkland.
Yeah.
threw that out there. It was
You niggas go to Chicago.
like,
I go to New
awkward.
Zealand,
Wait,
nigga.
What's like?
Y'all can't even spell
Nope,
proud.
sure can't.
Has your ideology? Damn, I can't tell. Has your ideology changed about life? Is there something you like? Damn, as
Hell
you picked
yeah.
up.
Hell no. Before you even finish the question, the first time I went overseas was it 2015. I went over there with the boys. We was over there for a whole month. We started in Moscow, Russia, and we ended in Copenhagen,
You
Denmark.
say some shit.
Did some shit.
Moscow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From when the first time I went overseas, no bullshit. Everything changed.
Yeah.
Like everything about life changed. Like if I can just pick up and go, move me and my daughter, my family overseas, I would go.
Why?
I think
Because Americans are filthy.
It's
It's different, I'm sure.
no, I ain't gonna lie to you. Americans some bullshit.
Yeah, we filthy, man. I already know we're a filthy
It's ghetto
place.
over here.
It's not
Trifling place, man.
It's
It's Southport.
I ain't leaving, but it's trifling the
It's
motherfucker over
Southport
here.
in this bitch.
it's some bullshit. Like going over there, if anybody in this room sitting at this table can get their passport, or if you have your passport already and you can go overseas just to see how it is and work and stuff like that, you'll love it. Like at the end of the day, like it's something that I can't explain. It's the best feeling ever just to be over there. Wow. Like for real. Like I don't have no words.
How we
for it.
treated over there? How we do over there?
Oh, they love us.
Okay.
What's the pep talk before?
Love us a lot, actually. Tell you, go see, nigga. Go see.
That's a question.
Love us. You ever get your little flat, you good. They
One
worry
thing
about
about
that.
it. One thing
I want
about
to get
it.
Freddie Gibbs over there,
What?
man.
Boy.
Don't want to get Freddie Gibbs.
One thing about overseas. Ooh, this Aneo is talking to me.
Nah, it's talking for you.
One thing about overseas.
Let it use you.
Whoa, pause.
That's wild. He said the spirit is. He said the spirit is moving you right now. Let it
push his cup away. Never mind.
Pause.
That shit came right out.
Actually,
Hold on.
I don't want to talk about that.
One thing about it, I'm going overseas. I can really say Europe and everywhere over there. They love black men.
Really though, do the black women love black men over there?
They're not black women.
He said, "Ain't none of them." What you talking about?
The one thing
It's not
about
gonna
it,
hit that
the one
hard
thing
for
about
me.
it, they're not black women.
It's not gonna hit that hard for me. Then.
You don't know that until they
He
start.
ain't even been.
You're right. You're not wrong.
It's true,
But
it is.
speaking of it now,
it's not. They're not black women because name a country. Just name one.
you said you've been to Auckland,
Auckland.
New Zealand.
Auckland.
Do Filipino.
I know, and I'm sure that's tight. But imagine how tight the black women are out there. Wow.
But they're not there.
I know,
They'll
but
agree with
the
us.
thing
You
is,
want an
not
Aborigine?
prevalent.
But
But,
look-
the one or two you find
Hold on.
are probably crazy.
You want an
Look,
Aboriginal?
Look. Sam is in the building. He can vouch for this.
Sam said, "Oh,
Everybody that's in Europe, they migrated from Africa.
Right. Oh, so it's cool. They black. Let me chill out. I can't say that out loud. I just would be looking for like a black woman over there.
Until the
So
woman
what-
walk up
so-
on you and tell you that you're a king.
Define,
Right.
Okay. Define this. Define your black woman.
Like perfect for me.
He's turned his angle to you. You want to know?
A little darker, thick. I mean,
It's a counseling session.
great personality. I don't know.
This is a personality.
I like them darker for sure.
You might as well go on Tinder.
I like them darker for sure.
If
No,
you
they're
like-
all white on Tinder. These
like
bitches
them
are all white.
But you might as well go. You name something that's the norm. What is your preference for a black woman?
He don't know, Coach.
Black is my shirt. I like them black as the night. I just do it.
Lupita.
No, I have turned a new leaf with Lupita.
Oh, you see the ass shot.
I seen them cakes in Black Panther. Them motherfuckers was clapping.
Didn't
okay?
know.
I did not know she was sitting up like that. If I was to like,
All right, Linux is
if I was to like to
your woman.
Ari Lennox, wow.
He said,
amazing.
"Give me Ari with an Australian accent, and that'll make his life."
All right, Linux is
That'd be crazy.
Sorry, Lennox.
All right,
All right,
man.
Linux, that's
Hello. Yeah, but no, I do like my women to be darker. I'm learning. I've been dibble dabbing in some lighter ones, but I like them to be darker.
It's always the weird part of the show.
Is that weird? No, I'm just telling you the real
I
life
would
shit.
dibble dab with it.
But it's like
So you want goddamn Wesley Snipes?
no.
Dark.
You said black is your shirt.
You want she blade?
Yeah, you said you
said black
want
is
she.
your
I'm more attracted to darker women.
So
That's
do you,
just me.
so
They're African people in Europe.
But I'm like I said, you telling me. You say when you go over there, be open. I'm open. If
To
she
what?
bad, she fuck with me. I fuck with her.
I think that's what it is. This original
It's
statement
cool
was
if she
they
beige.
love black men over there. You're gonna be like,
She could be
hey, how
bad.
you doing? And
I just
motherfuckers
wouldn't
pull
want
up
to.
on you.
I just would struggle with her being like white, like Caucasian, which might be unrealistic.
yeah.
He said, "Yeah, it is."
Okay,
I don't imagine.
and honestly,
That's
if I'm overseas,
that's their
I'm,
continent
I'm
bubble.
down for whatever because we about to do some drugs, about to fuck some bitches, we gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that might all go out the window if I get over there.
We'll take you one day.
So,
The crazy thing about it is,
I just want to keep.
You're
it
gonna
real
get
for
over-
our
you-
listeners is that I like black women.
We know.
you
We're driving
you
the
know,
point home.
You know the crazy thing about it is, you go over there, no bullshit. You go over there and you meet these women.
Yeah.
You'll find your wife. Like no, like
Is she white? She gonna be white?
no, no. I don't.
She'll be yours.
Oh, okay.
Should be.
I don't deal with
Should
the
be from
pink-
Morocco.
I don't-
She's been rocking.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
but the crazy thing
I
is,
smell good,
You'll
Moroccan
meet
ladies.
you'll meet your wife. over
Isabella
there.
from Encanto.
So you
never
met your
know.
wife over there. Be honest. You had to leave her over there.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
He said, "I'm coming back for you,
She didn't have
baby.
her papers.
I'm coming back for you,
I
baby.
plead. The
We just
fifth.
started this label. It's getting big. Coming back for you."
Yeah, we be out here rapping.
QC don't do immigration yet.
Are you familiar
They
with?
on the way though.
The QC imports business.
I ain't
They
gonna
on
hold
the
you.
way
So,
though. It's in the works.
just playing around with it. I just googled
How you get your passport, QC?
Moroccan
That's
woman.
crazy.
First thing came up. Then when we walk up on you, you ain't coming home.
Oh yeah, she got them curls too.
You're
My
not,
God.
you're not coming home. I googled Moroccan woman.
No,
But the crazy
whoa,
thing
hey,
if you
now
walk
check
up
this
on
out.
But the crazy thing is,
Be clear, she got to come here.
But the crazy thing
at some point,
You going to her
look,
place?
Moroccan and Morocco and Egypt, it's Africa. They're African women.
Yep.
But they don't look like.
Check your box.
right.
They don't look like they're from. They don't look
Right.
like they're from Africa.
French Montana.
They say nigga out there.
Nigre.
I might be a little upset. I don't know if you can call me that.
Nigre? With the R roll? That's
I don't know if they
fire.
go.
The crazy thing is they do.
He said they
This is
do.
my,
They
I don't
do.
know. She from Egypt. This is my nigga. I'm like, relax, baby.
Chill out, Pharaoh.
Yeah. Chill out, Cleopatra.
Yeah,
No
relax,
fuck.
Cleopatra. What you on with me?
No, I just, and like I said, I've not really been. I've been to like the DR, and I seen some shit out there, but I don't know.
Good, you
But
lost your
but
black
but
skin
in the
damn
DR, you paying $50 just to get them up out the way.
I don't know. I wish.
All right, ask your mountaintop question.
Oh man,
Get us out of here.
I don't know anything about that.
He said 50. Where was you at? They got me for a honey bun.
Where you get it for 50? Definitely like $50. 50? I was at the wrong.
I don't know what he's talking about.
50 American dollars?
You plead the fifth?
I don't know. I've never done anything like that. I'm just talking. I wish I had like the guts to do that. I'm scared, honestly.
I'm a virgin.
I'm a virgin for sure.
Y'all wild.
man. What's the pinnacle of success for you, little coach, man? When you like, all right, I'm ready.
I'm him.
I'm good. I did it all. You know what I'm saying? The QC documentary out. It's
I can
fire.
go get my Parisian wife now. She can
For
come
sure.
over.
Hold on, you said repeat the question?
The pinnacle of success. What's it look like for you? The mountaintop. When you like, all right, I'm done. This is it.
I can't even answer that because I'm still working on it.
So I'm still climbing.
Got you.
I'm still climbing. I'm still elevating every day. Like even though like I'm still elevating, I'm still learning every day, every single day. I'm still learning. I take every day as a purpose to sit back and just realize like where I'm going, where I'm taking myself. I leave it up to God. I leave it up to the universe to really just present me the opportunities to really climb, to take me to the next level where I need to be. So to answer your question, I really cannot put a perspective or a vision to where I know what success feels like because I have not gotten there yet. I'm still working. I'm still climbing. I'm still elevating, like I said, and it's nothing. The journey is.
Make sure he's cool. Check on him.
The journey is the journey is everything, and I wouldn't. I don't even have no words for it.
Sure, it's a wonderful thing.
It's real, man.
It is.
And shout out to you, man. I want to ask this question. Last one, I swear.
No,
I
keep
always do
asking
this, man.
the question. Keep asking the
Nah,
question.
but because I want to talk about, I'm sure you get this question a lot, and I think you kind of answered it, but I wanted you to just continue to kind of expand and articulate this answer. So, you think about Coach K, and I feel like people match, the first way they think about it is pressure. Damn, that's a lot of pressure on little coach, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like you've been able to work your way through that, you know what I'm saying? Can you speak to that? If there is a pressure, can you kind of talk to it? If not, why isn't that pressure something you do on a daily basis?
Earlier in the days, it was when my father was managing Jeezy. I was in high school. I was in high school. So
You had snowman tees for days.
Probably had a crazy snowman
Boy.
team.
Every
My God.
color, nigga.
snowman tees, and I was hustling the CDs in the hallway.
Yeah.
I really didn't put too much on it. Then when I moved to Atlanta from 07, 09, I didn't put too much on it. Probably when I started my career in photography, that's when it's really started to dwell in on me. Like, it's a lot of pressure. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm my own person. I'm my own man. I know what I'm chasing, and I know what I want. So I can't let that, hold me back. A lot of people come at me a lot and say, yo, woo, 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 woo. I don't pay attention to it. Because at the end of the day, I know what I'm working towards, and I know what I want. And I know, you know, I know that's there.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there. Like before anything, that's my father. For real. Scrap the labels, scrap everything else. That's my father at the end of the day. Like I look up to him all the time. Like I go to him for information. I ask him questions, and just really just sit back and just watch everything that's going on. Just really try to articulate everything that's happening. But right now, in my point of life, like I'll be 35 in September. I've grown past that page. I've grown past that stage of having that pressure put on me.
You successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got out the mud, man, because Coach K kind of told you, like, you got to get this out the mud, and you did it.
Yeah.
Salute to you on that, man. All right, man, I got some work. When you say add some more, I'm in there. I got you.
No, keep going. Hey,
man, so 2016 was a crazy year. Honestly, 2016, when I think about my age, you know, I was 26 at the time. There was a lot going on, just as far as the culture, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like 2016 was a big year for the Migos. A huge year. Bad and Bougie was out. It was crazy. Can you just talk to that particular energy during that time period? I think LeBron was down 3-1 that year. It was just a lot going. It was a lot going on, man. Seriously.
Views came out.
Views came out. It was cool.
Aging very well.
Aging very well.
Aging very well, y'all
like fine
niggas.
wine. But no, I just want to talk to that moment for QC at that time.
You found a way to kiss Drake's ass there. That's crazy.
We talk about music that came out the year. You fuck with Views?
Huh?
You fuck with Views?
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Because it's cold.
He gave you an audible answer. He didn't mean that.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I listened to it the other day.
Had some songs on it.
But around that time, QC was on fire.
It was nuts.
That's all I can say. QC was on QC was on fire around that time. When Bad and Bougie dropped, that's when that shit took off.
Nigga said.
Again, I told y'all we independent.
Then the boys went on tour with Drake. Yeah, shit took off again.
Different.
Nuts.
And then Baby dropped
off of Views.
And then Baby came out, and it's just.
Where do you? Can I? And this should be the last one. Where do you? Let's talk about Lil Baby, man. I think that there are some anthems in hip hop that are like gospel, and I think that Lil Baby Freestyle is one of them. It's one of them ones. Like we talk about, like Swag Surf, Not a Stain on Me,
March
Madness. I think that Lil Baby Freestyle is of that caliber, of that type of shit. That all
no
time
facts. That's a timeless record.
Talk about it. Timeless classic.
That's a timeless record. That's always gonna. When that shit drop, people gonna be in the club singing that shit word for word.
To the end of time.
Facts.
I feel like at my age, I've got to the point now where anytime I hear something that's like fire, I just assume QC has a hand in it. But like, who is the next guy or the next girl on QC that we gonna have to keep an eye out for?
He's gonna have to sit back and just
pay attention.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Somebody on the way.
No, that's real, man.
I know y'all got somebody in the studio putting in work right now that's gonna take over all
What's
of
her name? Just signed
2023.
with QC.
From Shibuya.
Gloss.
Yeah.
Shibuya
She's
girl,
hard.
right?
She's hard.
She is hard.
They were all aggressive on that song.
Yeah, she's hard. She's fire.
I can tell how good a rap song is by how much it pissed my wife
Real
off.
aggressive.
What? We don't call them bitches, brother.
He can't stop.
My
He
type
can't
of young
stop.
woman. I'm
He
sorry.
cannot stop.
I
Can't stop, won't
apologize.
stop.
I love Gloss. I like all them shit.
Hey, what?
Oh, so you like a you so?
I like a real ratchet.
He like the knees scuffed
Oh,
up.
so you like them Far East Side girls.
That's one of my favorites.
You need at least one keloid on the elbow.
Oh,
for
I like
shit.
it. Oh shit!
Both
She got
boys
it.
behind the ear.
She got
These
it.
are the ones.
And what's crazy is,
your ass if you got these.
Oh,
Yeah.
you like them Pure Passion East females.
I'm from the East Side. I like West Side girls, so I like the ghetto West Side girls.
Oh, so you like a Hallvillian.
Like a good Hall
A
Philly.
two, you like a two.
It's
like
a fine Hall Philly.
so you like a Hallvillian or a 2G female.
Ooh-wee. My favorite of all time. I don't know. Hey, when I first started like getting chicks, the West Side girls fucking with me.
When I
The
first
East Side
started
girls
like getting chicks.
yeah, I would have. He told me to stop. I started getting. I would have.
growing. Look at you.
West Side girls. West Side women have always fucked with me. So when I love like a down home ghetto girl.
See,
and
when I
ghetto
come
girl. West Side girls got the best.
So I'm gonna put this debate.
No matter what
for the
city,
whole table.
no matter what city they from.
Hold on.
If they're from the West Side, they got some heat on.
We already know your liking.
Yeah.
So everybody else on this table
is married.
I'm gonna start.
For sure.
To the wives out there that's watching this, this is no.
I'm like, oh no, we cannot do.
Please don't take this serious.
Yeah,
Please.
she on the West Side. She got that heat.
If you can answer it, if you can plead the fifth.
I can answer it.
Okay.
I can lie to my wife.
All right. We already got his answer.
Yeah.
From the remaining plus me plus the 4 on the table. Started with you. We're gonna go around this way.
Yeah.
The side of the town where you who said damn?
That's okay. I got it. I got my answer locked and loaded.
I'll talk about it.
The side of the town.
She's from the East Side, but
the side of the town you love your woman from.
I love my one from the South Side of Fort Wayne.
Yeah, me too.
Love her. Woo!
Talk about
Hey, only place I ever looked.
East side of Hammond, baby.
The South Side of Fort Wayne got me together.
Northwest side of the city, man.
They
Queen,
made,
Pike, man.
they made one special one in Hammond, Indiana for your boy.
Yeah.
She was
I know where I got mine from.
I'm sorry, she was cold.
So for the non-married,
for me, like initially, like there's a girl from high school. She's from out east. I still think she's one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. But she's married. She's not fucking with me. So for her,
but before marriage, East Side.
The
East
women,
side?
the
I'm
women,
East Side.
yeah.
I'm a Lawrence guy.
I'm gonna still go with.
I'm from the East Side. The West Side women got it.
I can do it. I'm playing, but before I got married, East Side for sure.
Hey, I'ma still go ahead and go with, you know what I'm saying, good old Pike Town shit, man.
Shout out to the ones from.
Now I will say this: East Side guy, but everybody on the East Side,
You see that
everybody
Lil
was
Wayne,
trying to find a
gift?
way to get a North
They
Central
went to
girl,
Pike.
a Washington Township girl.
Right.
Everybody wants North Central girl when I was growing up.
Yeah, get that hopes up
That's
real
true.
quick.
North
LilCoach.
Central girl, you got North Central girl?
for me, I'm a piggyback off that. North Central.
Yeah.
LN next number 2.
Whoa.
Ben Davis.
North Central.
Ben Davis.
Y'all gonna let him answer?
Sorry.
I'm guessing.
Y'all niggas on Family Feud.
Good answer.
Elsie.
Good answer.
North Central. I say Pike.
Shout out to
I'm gonna go 5. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He gonna rank
I love North Central. Ooh, I love
I remember
North
we were coming out.
when Facebook first came out, and I said, "Oh, you go there?
Hold on.
Wow.
North
You're
Central.
not lying.
North Central.
Say that. Are you a name dropper or not?
Nah, we're not name dropping.
We not on that.
Push the yeah.
I say North Central. Go to my alma mater, Pike.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go to the east side. I'm gonna go LN. Then I'm gonna go
Speak to the mic.
I'm gonna go Ripple.
Oh,
Okay. That's some,
And then
that's
rest
some
in
hit.
peace.
for my 5th one.
He got a sleeper. He about to say Ritter or something. Niggas know what I'm talking about.
he said Shatard. Yeah.
Ben Davis.
Oh,
Shout out, hey,
Ben Davis had to be in there.
because shout out
Ben Davis had to be in
shout out to the
there.
West
Ben Davis
Side.
had to be. I'm looking like you have
That
got
was
to
a-
say Ben Davis.
that was a time.
Gotta
It's hard to
respect
get to the far West Side. Once you get over there, you're like, wait a minute.
Oh, I've never.
What? This y'all locked this down
This
over
is during
here?
the time where you only saw the women at like a couple events.
Yeah.
Expo, they all
Social
there.
media wasn't running crazy. You get that. What school you
Facebook
go
was
to?
at. Oh, I saw your face. Damn, I saw your face.
And then I ran track. So
And everybody know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Like the county track meet,
Q can vouch for this.
crazy time.
Going to these different meets and
I
these.
remember the first time I went to the track meet. I said, "Oh, this is what y'all doing."
Track meets was
This
freak
was.
Nick.
I said, my first track meet. I said, "Oh, this is what y'all doing at Tech." I said,
And North
I didn't
Central
know
was
they
the breeding ground.
I didn't know they was like
'cause
that
all
at
the big
Tech.
meets was at North Central.
I wrestled.
big-
We did a track meet together one time. I was like, "This is what y'all see every
Yeah, it's
week."
different. Every
North,
day.
Everywhere, bro.
North Central, no bullshit. For track, North Central LC, Ben Davis,
I wish we was name drop.
and if we name drop,
It's some 35-year-old girls listening right now.
You graduated
He
07?
said my
There's some young ladies from like that area, from niggas that graduated 06 to like
I ain't
09.
gonna lie
There's
to
some
you.
young
If we-
ladies'
if-
names
if
who
we was
carry
to-
weight in the city, and that's all I'm saying. There's
if
some
we
names that carry weight in the
if
city.
we was to name drop,
Put your mic down.
I'm gonna say.
we can still hear you.
Yeah, these mics are expensive, bro. They caught that.
They caught that. You still gonna be on the spot.
5 cameras in here. They're talking about.
I'm not getting in trouble.
Cameras everywhere. But
when I
them
say
track
that
meets in
name,
North Central,
you
them
know what I'm
county
talking
meets,
about.
regional meets, you be like, oh, wow.
No, I'm talking.
And if you ran track, everybody know the girls on Tuesday, you got to go if you're on the boys team.
Yeah.
And then
last 10
they come into your meet.
This
Nah,
last
facts.
10 minutes on the Patreon. This can't come.
Nah, nigga, you got it.
Yeah, we out here. We out here.
Y'all gonna get in trouble, not me.
No, I'm not.
I haven't said
Ain't
it.
I said where my dream woman was from.
Who gonna get in trouble?
Nobody.
I guess none of
Nobody.
us get in trouble.
This
I have no
my woman's from. I know where I want, where the one I picked is from. In the high school,
Look at the intention.
At a different time, you know what I mean?
fine, man.
Back
I'm
when
cool
I was
with
in high school,
I'm
there was
cool with
places
that.
you
Y'all
wanted to
just
hit.
fine.
Y'all better save yourselves. man.
I know
I
I
had a
behave.
question, man. Oh man, question for you. So
Hey, man, you are out of questions.
nah. He
No,
said
we
keep going.
Keep going.
We do gotta think about time though.
Yeah.
For sure.
have to record
But I got you real quick. So I was reading an article about, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch up on quality control and the story behind it before we start the interview. And they talked about a lot of different iconic rap labels that are just not around no more. They were saying like
Defunct.
the most is 5 years. I know we kind of hit on this earlier in the interview, but why do you feel as though, as someone who's seen it from the ground up, why is QC different? Why is QC setting a new precedent for anybody interested in running a label? What makes QC different, man?
That's a deep question. You gotta reach in my bag.
And like this is why you think about it, like No Limit's gone.
They're all
Defunct.
gone. They
It's
said
gone.
they said
Defunct.
the max is 5 years. They on 10.
It's gone. Yeah.
They doubled that.
Cash Money. I mean,
Essentially. Bad Boy is pretty much gone.
yeah. They've already they did the
all in all, the reasoning for your question is what? What are you gaining from it? So I can know how to answer it.
I just want to know, just in your opinion, you know
how to
what
create
I'm saying?
longevity.
You're in it. You're in the trenches. You was driving around. You know what I'm saying? The top tier rap group ever. You know what I'm saying? What do you think sets y'all apart?
Ooh, that's a hard question to ask.
Because it's got to be more
Take
than the
your
artist,
time.
right?
It's more to it. No bullshit. That's a very hard question to ask. Just what separates us from everything else? We're gonna be here all night.
That's all right. We come back to it.
Yeah, because
But that's real though, because I think it's just something that has to be talked about. You know, and
We gotta wait for you to put the documentary out.
And
You
it-
gonna answer that question
It'll be
in the
on the, it'll
documentary.
be at the
And
end
it's
in black
interesting.
and white.
Because we now at the point where we, watch the award shows and we're seeing artists that are being celebrated for Lifetime Achievement Awards that we kind of grew up on. We at that age like where our parents were like, who that mom? Okay, all right, they 25 years in, you know what I mean? But that's us now though, and I feel like that's on the way for QC.
QC 25, like Motown
It's-
25.
they're
it's
going to have
nuts.
to recognize it.
it's crazy because you really nowadays, like back then, it was off album sales, like CDs hand in hand and shit like that. Now it's just streaming and just like the internet. You really do not see an independent label doing it like how we're doing it for 10 years straight. Right. The last time no bullshit, I was with Quay. We was in Vancouver, and we was out there for a festival, and we was getting ready in his room, and we got to the elevator, and I put the camera down, and I said, man, you want to know something? He was like, what's going on? I said, bro, y'all been going hard for 10 years straight.
Non-stop.
Y'all literally, you've been getting money, major good money for 10 years straight. No breaks, no hiccups, no bullshit in between, none of that. 10 years straight. And he just stopped. He looked at me and said, man, that's some real shit. Like, he's like, I really never thought about it. I was like, bro, that's crazy. Like, to really think that it's been a successful, the business has been successful for 10 years straight. In this day and age, you don't see that no more. Like how cash, like guys were saying, like Cash Money, No Limit, like it was a shelf life for them. Mm-hmm. For QC, it seems like we're just steady inclining. We're not declining. We're steady inclining on every aspect of things because we're octopus. We got our tentacles and everything.
Yeah. No, that's real.
We got sports. We got major baseball, football, basketball. We got artists. We got some of the top. Shit, fuck it. We got the top artists in the game. The top artists in the game right now.
Y'all just tapped into Detroit.
Yeah. So it's like we got Vezo, we got all that shit. Then we got QC Films. We working on that. Quite like he's working on the movie. He about to drop a movie with fucking Bruce, like John Travolta and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's one of them old white niggas.
So
that's
like, important.
Then
it's like we're tapping in. Like my pops and them, they started like the podcast. Like we're about to venture towards that way and stuff like that. So
you don't say.
Yeah. Don't hate this way.
The QC Motown 25 is gonna be crazy. Lord willing, Lil Baby gonna be 45 years old doing freestyle. Sure, and niggas gonna lose their fucking minds on ABC at 9 p.m. on a Sunday.
I'll be 100 years old if I hear that, bro. I'm gonna rap every word. So it's crazy. It's like gospel.
Niggas gonna have their kids when they laugh.
It's like gospel to me. Bro.
It's crazy.
If she don't want to fuck, I won't make her.
I really love.
If she wants titties, I pay for them.
I really love the fact of the growth that we have come from, as far as the things that we've built to get to this level.
Yeah.
Like to see my father, like I've seen my father up, I've seen my father low. Like to see him in a pinnacle of his point of his life to where he's moving in a certain way, I love it.
The game slowed down for him.
The game's never slowed down. It's always moving at a fast pace. It's never slowed down for him. He's always working. He's always moving and politicking and moving around in the industry. But at the same time, I really do appreciate everything that's happening and really everything that's putting forth to take the label and everything else to the next level. Because, like I said, we have our hands in so many different type of pots. So it's I love it here. I love it.
I love it. I love this for myself.
Good. I like it.
Shout out to the
I love this for us.
Hey man, round of applause to LilCoach, man, for being here, man. The man behind the camera, man, holding this down. This was fire, man. It's always great when guests ask us questions.
It is. Come in and engage. It's fun.
Yeah, boys, put it mic.
Hey, you guys, you gonna be in the lab tonight.
I had to really think. How am I answer this? He come around the table. I gotta.
Nah, we appreciate
what I want to say
drop
is.
bombs one more time for LilCoach K, the man behind the camera, man. Make sure y'all tap in, man. Big things coming from QC. It's going down, man. Pay attention. Stay tuned. It's simple.
Indie royalty.
And listen, we going crazy 2020 early.
You know how you do,
my nigga. You are across the table.
Y'all gotta, the next person y'all gotta bring on here, y'all gotta bring my brother Champ on here, bro.
Hey, we supposed to have Champ,
this
man.
is Champ's blood cousin.
Hey,
we got Champ number.
Blood cousin.
We in the, I can show you the DMs
We supposed to come. We supposed to come to the studio.
I can show you
Supposed to
the
come to
DMs.
the studio. He said, "Come on, call up."
Y'all gotta get my brother.
Champ, you hear this? You on bullshit. Now, Coach just got on you.
Oh, hold on.
Because I can. Because I can. He not gonna be mad at me when I said it. Listen, supposed to come to the studio. Are we on the way? He did not answer the phone. We was in the studio one night. It's okay though. We're gonna get Champ.
Nah, y'all gotta get my brother Champ on here, bro.
Champ,
like,
man.
for real. Y'all have to get him on here, bro, because he's a staple too. Like he's killing it right now, and I highly respect everything that he's doing right now. Like for real. Like I respect. I like me. Like we both went to Pike, graduated. We both was chasing the same. Both still chasing the same dream. Like we're steady elevating with each other. So I fuck with Champ the long way. Y'all, he needs to be on this show. Like,
shout out DJ Champ, man. Shout out to Coach for the plug. We been in DMs, man, going crazy. We got back and forth, but man, he just so busy, man. He's busy, man.
He got city for a day, see his daughter and dip.
He got to see his baby.
One thing about it, Champ, he's gonna be on the go.
Yeah,
but you gotta catch him.
You gotta figure it out, man. Shout out to LilCoach, man. This was wonderful, man. Shout out to Pike Red Devils too, you
Shout out to
weirdos.
Pike, man.
You weirdos.
But it's different over here.
Hey, Pike
man,
stole
the
champ from
way.
us. He's an LC guy first.
The soil is fertile,
Lost
man. Fertile. That's what I tell people all the time, man.
Is that what happened?
No, yeah,
For sure.
yeah. My mom lived out west.
And shout out to LilCoach, one of the freshest niggas to ever come through Pike High School. I say it.
Hey,
'Cause
so
I
you
consider
know,
myself decent. But I remember when I was a kid.
but you know the crazy thing is, I seen somebody not too long ago. They was like, you know what we used to call you and Pike? I said, what? They was like, no repeat. I'm like, what?
Wow.
That's an honor.
Goated.
Oh, that's an honor.
He don't wear
I'm
shit
like-
twice.
So I asked.
It
I
was
said,
ridiculous.
I said, why did y'all call me no? Why did y'all call me no repeat? They said you never repeated the same shit. Like, you
That's
really
crazy.
Kept that. You really kept
I'm
that
gonna
shit
keep it a
on.
band with you. I might make it a fortnight before I had to get back into what I was into.
Oh yeah.
And that's stretching it.
I had go-to.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes
That
I
go-to
don't.
fit.
Sometimes I don't even remember. I got dressed for work this morning. I said, "Damn, I probably wore this to work last week." But
Man, listen.
Work is
I don't
work.
even remember.
Oh, work different. I'm a cartoon character at work.
Yeah, you gonna get this work.
Run my
out.
feet.
You gonna see these
It
jeans
is
again,
what it
baby
is.
boy.
This is
Hey.
Them your
this is
work
staple
pants?
for me,
Yes,
work.
sir.
Yes.
Black sweater with the pen.
Oh, yeah, this is my favorite pair of shoes.
No
You gonna
repeats
see
is
these
crazy.
shoes?
Nah.
No repeats is crazy.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
nah, for real.
That's
that was
different.
Really him. D.
People
Hallway,
to say
man.
he don't
Hey,
wear
man.
shit twice. That is crazy. In high school,
It's famous level.
where you have to wear shit 3 and 4 and
Crazy.
13 times to survive.
52 times.
Man.
How many weeks is in a
Yeah.
year?
I had a pair of motherfucking Sean John jeans. I wore the ass out of them. I wore them motherfuckers out. I left them in the locker one day, hey, bro. My
need them.
nigga
What's
Marcus
tomorrow?
know right now, bro. I'm throwing these motherfuckers away. It's in his locker.
The seat fell out.
Nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, no pockets. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable.
On.
We was broke. That's what it was.
Yeah, ain't no
Clothes,
way.
mama. I
That's-
know.
That's
Get
hard.
some.
You get to carry that forever.
Yeah.
No repeat.
No repeats. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Tax time came. We made it.
Man, let's move on, man. Drop bombs QC one more time, man. And shout out to the DJ Champ Challenge too. Let's move on. Next.
Next.
It's not.
It ain't a challenge. I'm sorry.
It's not a
excuse me.
challenge.
My
It's
bad,
not a
Champ.
challenge.
If you
He's like, I told listen, I read the text.
My
Takes you
bad,
back
Champ.
that
I
quick?
read.
Yeah.
What did you?
Challenge.
What did you
I
say?
said, hey man, look, Coach K just said you got to come on the show. He's here now and saying you next. I got you. That's what he said. Right there.
fair.
Champ said that.
Shout out to Champ, man.
We really gonna be here talking about freestyle.
Next.
Next.